So I have just got into Kona and we've got a hectic week ahead of us. I've come straight from the airport and we've come to Meredith Kessler's place, so let's go check her out and get this interview underway. Hey!
Oh, hey, Cal.
How's it going?
Good. You know, I've just been slaving over some cupcakes. Ice one, eat one. Ice one, eat one. For you, yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like one? I know you're fresh off the plane, so.
Heck yeah, I need to freshen up a little and then we can get into this interview.
Yeah, want a shower? Come on in.
I'd love a shower.
Alright, come on in.
Right on.
Cal? Everything sort of okay in there? Or?
It's fine. Hey. Let me live my life.
No problem. Hello, hello. Testing. Hi. Welcome to Muffins with Meredith. Muffins with Meredith. Forget Cupcakes with Cal. I don't know what that's about. We're here today. We've got some cupcakes here, and I'm very happy. Muffins with Meredith. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. God, I can't sing. How much did the pirates pay for his earrings? A buccaneer. Yikes. Tough, tough, tough crowd here. Yeah.
Oh.
Well.
Okay.
Good to see you. I feel like you might have just got the Strava segment for the longest shower pretty much ever.
It's a good shower. I like the dual head system.
Yeah, I feel like there might not be any more cold water left, but it's okay because I'll just take an ice shower later. Ice baths are good, I guess. Yeah, perfect.
Ice baths are all good, so
no problem.
Had a good shave down.
Yeah, I was noticing. Did you shave your whole body situation?
Yeah, you got to try shaving your arms sometime. It's a game changer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's get into this interview. I am hot and bothered, and I know you've got a few things to do. So, all right. So let's do this. 3, 2. All right. Welcome to Cupcakes with Cal and Kona. We are here with Meredith Kessler.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming along.
Pumped to be here, and I feel I'm going to be sugar carbed up, and that makes me happy.
Well, there's insulin. There's insulin chasers as well.
Okay.
So, what more could we ask for?
Nothing more.
Maybe an air conditioning unit.
That too. Yeah, has to happen.
Okay, so let's just give people a little background on yourself. You're originally from Ohio. You now live in San Fran, and you're actually one of the few athletes who have started off their career working, and then you transitioned into pro triathlon at the age of 31.
That's right. Yeah, I graduated from college and slapped myself in a full Ironman distance. Just felt like that would be something fun to do, and then moved to San Fran from Columbus, Ohio, and started. I was 9 years as an age grouper while I was working, and then at 30-ish, almost 31, I took the leap.
Yeah.
And now here we are.
So when you were working, how many hours a week would you sort of train?
Yeah, so that was limited. I would maybe 14 hours.
Yeah. And
so it had to be really kind of confined because I was working. Sometimes when I was in hospitality, it was certainly like 20-hour days some days.
All right, so Kona's going to be number 53 for you.
53, that's right.
Pretty much once you got the bug, you got straight into it. And did you have a coach the whole time right through? I know you're working with Matt Dixon at Purple Patch, who's got an empire, a really successful one at that. That's obviously working out well for you.
It is. No, I was a heavy exerciser. I just woke up and was like, well, I'll run 10 miles, maybe I'll swim 5K, and I'll bike 5 miles. Didn't bike a lot back then. And then I met Matt probably almost a decade ago, and I was an amateur with him about 2-3 years, and then took the jump. So yeah, and that's changed my life because it has more structure and more intensity, which is what, and more biking.
I was actually quite a heavy eater and had to become a heavy exerciser to offset that.
Well, you look very svelte, so I feel like it's working to your advantage. Yeah? Okay.
Okay, so can you just give us a little bit of a background or a description of Kona and why it's such a hard race?
Absolutely. So I feel like Kona is like 20, 35 Tom Brady's, and they're just sort of all out there, like the best of the best. It's our Super Bowl, if you want to compare it to football.
And there's every now and then there's a Peyton Manning bolter.
There might be. There's a Peyton and, you know, Aaron Rodgers. They all kind of shimmy in there, but since Tom Brady, I feel, is like cute and the best of the best.
What about the new Johnny Manziel, Daniela Reef who's coming through?
Oh, well, I wouldn't want to compare Daniela to that guy, Johnny. I feel
know,
like he has a little bit of an ego.
Yeah,
you know?
I feel like that's kind of what you need to do to make it in the major leagues here.
That's true. That's a good call. He's not my type, however.
Yeah.
But I see your point.
I keep telling them that as well. I still get personal messages on Twitter.
Okay, so you're friends.
We're friends.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he follows me.
He follows you. Well, maybe he'll watch Cupcakes with Kona. Cupcakes with Cal in Kona.
Yeah, and I heard there's a new muffin show as well.
How did you know that? Muffins with Meredith was just, yeah, I was just kind of playing with the mic.
These palm trees echo.
Yeah, shoot.
Okay, so what's it going to take this year to step it up?
Yeah. Well, I feel like we were just sort of talking about football and being from Ohio. Lately, my past, I feel like I'm like Ohio State Buckeyes. They're respectable during the year, and then the playoffs and the championship games come and they sort of falter. So I need to not be a Buckeye is what needs to happen on October 11th. So that's my sort of mantra. Not be the Buckeye. Because you got 35 other girls trying to win this sucker, and it comes down to just being chi with the Buckeye, and that's what I'm gonna do best I can. How much
of it is physical preparation and how much of it is mental preparation? Because you know you always hear that kind of thing.
You know, you're so right. And my first maybe 26 Ironman, I feel, I think it was 70% mental and 30% of the are you ready physically. Now I say it's more 50-50, but I think I had a good run with the mental side. And this year, what would be a dreamy is if you're in, like last year, let me give you an example. At mile 24, I didn't care anymore because I was so far in the coffin. And I want to still, and my buddy Rich said this the best, I want to still care at mile 24. I want to still be racing. And I won't not care if Kate Snow passes me like she did last year, deservingly so, in the finishing shoot.
Yeah.
I want to care. Yeah.
All right, we're going to touch on a couple of Twitter questions. This one is from Triathlon Obsessive, and it goes, what food does she have random thoughts about as a favorite food while training or racing, besides cupcakes, obviously?
Cupcakes, muffins, but also McDonald's French fries, extra salt. Like I leave the finish line and then I go directly to McDonald's.
Oh,
it's
yeah?
yeah. And then at like 3 in the morning, if you took a snapshot of me in the bed, it's usually with like, you know, a pizza and salt and vinegar chips in the other hand. It's really classy.
Just listen to Celine Dion and weeping.
That, yeah. And then you have Rihanna or Bette Midler also weeping.
Yeah.
The whole nine.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Okay,
so the next one is from Heather. And apart from laying down a smoking bike split, what's the plan to hold off the pocket rocket Marinda Carfrey?
Oh, Rintastic. Holding the likes of Rinny, Lizzie, so many, is going to pretty much take, like if someone could put maybe a cannon in my back and then shoot that off at about mile 10 to get me through the energy lab and back, then we would be in a little better position to hold Rinny off.
Yeah.
And all the girls that can run.
I've got a couple of contacts at ISIS I could see about the cannon.
That'd be great.
So the final Twitter question is from CEO Ironman, and that is, what would your volunteering position be at an Ironman race?
I think I'd take lead aside from maybe wetsuit stripping. That's good, I feel.
Yeah.
I would probably take riding the bike and for maybe the lead female. And then I could just like check back water, Coke, right? I would like to do that.
I kind of like it when you have a cool person, you know, leading you on the bike, and you sort of share a little bit of...
You're very bonded. I feel like very bonded when I have if you're in that luxurious position to have a bike lead, you become one.
I think that's the most devastating thing about once you fall off the podium positions, because they normally give you a top 3.
Oh, it's awful.
And then goes your biker, and it just feels like you've been used and abused, and someone else has taken off.
They broke up with you.
Yeah.
In that moment, they genuinely broke up with you. It's heart-wrenching.
It pulls on the heartstrings. Not only are you about to bonk, but you've lost
where's
someone.
your Coke and water? Double whammy.
All right, Meredith, thanks for agreeing to have this interview with us. I know it's coming up to race week. We're like a week and a day out from the big finale, so appreciate that.
Thanks for having me. I really expect to see you on the sidelines, perhaps with some cupcakes, cheering for all of us and offering me one at the aid stations.
What would you prefer? We got chocolate, red velvet, carrot cake.
I'm gonna do the red velvet. Done.
Hey, so just a small token of our appreciation. Since you got through this interview, you're the first one. I've literally come from the plane right here. As you can see, I'm dressed in my denims.
Right, but you smell fresh.
I hope so. This is basically to show that you've got the cupcake stamp of approval.
I feel good about it. Slap it on there.
There you go.
This one. Okay.
Beats.
Yes. Do I look official?
You look official.
Great.
So don't forget to come back to awards later, because there's going to be the roll down, and if you want to make the finale at the end of next week, once we've done everyone's interviews,
I will be ready, and hopefully I can preserve these for that long.
Yeah, you just show up this afternoon. We're ready to roll.
Okay. Thank you again for having me.
Yeah,
Appreciate
and good luck.
Thank
Good luck
you.
next weekend.
We'll see you out there. Thank you.